All right, what's up guys? Hope you guys doing well. This is definitely a video I didn't really plan on having to make or ever really wanted to make, but here we are. So as you guys can see by the title, I got Corona, I got COVID. So that was awesome. I just kind of want to talk to you guys about, how I felt, the symptoms that I got, everything like that, and just kind of explain to you guys, because a lot of you guys obviously probably, hopefully, will not ever have to get it or will ever have it, especially back home since it's, kind of eradicated, kind of gone. So I just wanted to just make a quick video, just make it short, just kind of explain my experience with it. So basically, I was in Utah when I got it. Not exactly sure how I got it, but I went out one night. I was with Brock and we got chicken Alfredo from this place. And with the chicken, the chicken was kind of tasting weird. It was kind of like gummy, almost like it was undercooked. So basically, I thought it was food poisoning because I was like, it was kind of weird. Like the chicken was just kind of off. I ate it, just like not really thinking anything of it. I was like, oh, it's just, this small little bit of it is not good, whatever. Ate it, went to bed, and I literally woke up the next day and I had like hot and cold chills. I woke up with a headache, a fever, really tired, like super fatigued, no appetite. I honestly didn't eat anything for probably 2 days. The first 2 days of like when it hit me was by far the worst. So I literally, the first day especially, I think it was the first or the second day, but I literally woke up, maybe I'd quickly get up, have a shower, and I'd have to lay back in bed. Like I had no energy. I think I slept for the one day till 4 p.m. Like I literally kind of got up, would check my phone, whatever, be up for 5-10 minutes, and then went straight back to bed. Like I honestly just had no energy. So the first 2 days were by far the worst, and then probably every day after that, it kind of just like progressively went away. But like I said, I had a headache, chills, was just fatigued. It probably wasn't until maybe the fourth day of kind of like my symptoms showing up that's when I felt like I started to lose my taste and smell. When you have a blocked nose, you can't really smell obviously, and your taste is kind of like average. So honestly, I didn't really think it was Corona at all. I thought it was just that food poisoning. And I searched up symptoms of both. So I searched up symptoms of food poisoning, and it was like majority of the things that I had, and then obviously a few things I didn't have, but a lot of it that I did have were related to food poisoning. So I was like, oh, it's probably just that, like the chicken wasn't good, whatever. And then I kind of searched up Corona when it was like a few days after, because food poisoning is kind of like a day or two, and then you kind of start to feel better. And I didn't throw up or anything like that, so I was like, oh, maybe it's not. So once I thought it wasn't food poisoning, I just kind of stayed home, obviously isolated, tried to stay away from as many people as possible. Obviously I was with Brock, so he's already had it luckily. So I mean, I think it's hard. I'm not exactly sure, like I don't know the research behind it, but I'm pretty sure it's like either you can't get it again or it's like harder to get again. But basically he hasn't like tested positive or anything like that, which is good because he gets tested through school like most days, I think, almost every day for practice and stuff like that. So he's all good, which is really good that I didn't pass on to him or anything. But yeah, I kind of like felt that it was after probably like 3 or 4 days. Like I said, once I lost my smell and my taste, that was when I definitely like was, almost certain that I had it. Yeah, when I had my nose was blocked and stuff like that, I kind of just thought it was still part of the, having been congested, like blocked nose, not being able to smell, and kind of like my taste, it wasn't like fully gone ever, but it was just like, I couldn't really taste stuff until I like would swallow type thing. It was really weird. So I was just eating food, like not being able to taste, kind of like I could feel the texture and things like that, and I kind of knew what it was. But if I was to, have my eyes closed and someone give me something, I would not be able to tell you what it was, which is super weird. Just a weird experience. Everyone kind of thinks it's never gonna happen to them, It's not even just a young person thing. Like it's just, you kind of think, oh, like that'll never happen to me. Like I'll never get it, which is honestly like kind of what I had. Like obviously, it's around and it's a thing and people get it, but you're kind of like, yeah, like I'll never come in contact with it. It'll never affect me. But yeah, I was gonna come back to Oregon like the first, I think it was. We were meant to come back. But obviously, once I started feeling sick, I kind of knew it wasn't just food poisoning. I told coach, I got tested and stuff like that, and then yeah, once my tests come back positive, I obviously was quarantining before that because I knew, I thought I kind of had it. And then yeah, so I quarantined for whatever my time was. And the funny thing is, so I got a call from a doctor. I think he was in Roseburg, where I'm from. And he called me, kind of started asking about my symptoms and all that kind of thing, because I think they have to do that as kind of like part of contact tracing or something like that. But he called me and he tried to make a joke, which like honestly was funny, and like I'm love a good joke, but it just was not the time because I was just like really worried. But basically he called me and I was like, so he was asking me all these about my symptoms and stuff like that, and he's like, yeah, no worries, got all my stuff down. And then he's like, yeah, so because of when it's happened to you, like December and stuff like that, you're actually gonna have to quarantine for 45 days. And I was like, 45 days? What do you mean? Like, there's no way that anyone's had to quarantine that long And I just like was just frozen. I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, no, I'm just kidding. Like, you just have to quarantine until, and then he said whenever my day was. Because I think it's 10 days after your first symptom is how it works in America. So yeah, he told me that, but I was just absolutely stressing. I was like, 45 days, like, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna, like, you know, get back to Oregon? Like, what am I gonna do? I'm stuck in Utah. So that was crazy, but it was honestly funny now, like, looking back on it. But in the time, I was just like, what am I meant to do? Like, you literally just ruined all my plans. Like, I was freaking out. But yeah, so like I said, I just want to make this quick video, just kind of like raise awareness, I guess, you know, just tell people, like, if you do have any sort of symptoms, like whether you think it's just a runny nose or whatever, like, kind of stay isolated, get that test done. Obviously over here, like, it costs barely anything, or it's free. I'm not even sure how it works here. But yeah, get that test done, make sure you're not positive, and if you are, like, quarantine, stay away from people, stuff like that. But yeah, so that's kind of my story. I'm back in Oregon now, so I'm like feeling better. I think, like I said, I got better. I've probably been good for like 5 or so days. Just I had a little bit of congestion, like my nose, like blocked nose and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot better now. I'm back in Oregon, obviously, back in the house, back in the pad, even though it's messy, so mind my bed and stuff like that. But I'm back. A few of the boys get back. I think everyone basically comes back today, sometime tonight. So me, Brig, and Ian are back already. I think Dante and Colin are gonna be back soon, and then the rest of the boys flying tonight. I think a few boys getting at midnight because they're flying. And then yeah, so everyone back tonight, and then we have to quarantine for 2 weeks because obviously everyone, you know, being away and stuff like that. But yeah, I just want to share my story, and I'm gonna have a bunch of videos. So we have 2 weeks quarantine, like I said. So I'm gonna try and make a bunch of videos for you guys and keep you guys entertained. I don't know when I'll release this. I might release this a little bit later just because I've got a few kind of like sit down videos. Like I had that one with Brock. So I don't want to bore you guys. I want to try and make some fun for you guys, make the content good. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, I just want to share my story just real quick. Not make this too long of a video. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned, and I'll bring you guys a bunch of new videos. So love you guys. Bye.